people around the world are opening up to the idea that they may have lived past lives. Reincarnation is at the center of some religions, and many people believe their soul has made many journeys to Earth in different bodies, historical times, and countries.
Ala Kaluzhnia is an authority in spiritual psychology and consciousness. Her book is Turning the Pages, How Exploring My Past Lives Led Me on a Journey of Healing Memories and What I Learned While Traveling Back in Time. In it, she reveals how events in her past lives have a direct bearing on the life that she's currently living. Ala joins us now. Hey, thank you so much for joining us. What sparked your interest in researching your past lives?
Well, thank you very much for your question, and thank you for inviting me into your homes. I would be happy to answer this. My interest in past lives began when I first watched Dr. Brian Weiss when he was introducing his book, Turning the Page. I'm sorry, that's my book. When he was introducing his book, Through Times into Healing, and it fascinated me. Everything that he was saying was absolutely resonating with me, and it ran true to me. I read his other books, like Many Lives, Many Masters, which you guys know about possibly, and Same Soul, Many Bodies. And this is how my interest began, and I started exploring. Was I here before? What happened?
How do people go about discovering previous lives?
People there are many ways, but first is the most important is to listen to your intuition, listen to your inner guidance, give yourself time to meditate, journal. It sounds overwhelming maybe for some people, but even the experience of deja vu can help people to start exploring whether it's true or not, because it may not be true for everybody. What's true for me may not be true for other people. But at least allow yourself the exploration of the possibility that they were here before.
It's so interesting. I think that a lot of people always want to know the story behind what makes them them, right? And in your book, you discuss a life in the Middle Ages as a 16-year-old pregnant wife who dies during childbirth. Can you tell us how the midwife and the orphan child from that life relate to your current life?
Yes, that was a very interesting experience, very sad. When I lived through this lifetime. And again, it happened with Brian Weiss. I attended his workshop on a cruise, actually. I took a cruise when I knew that Brian Weiss is going to be here. I said, I have to be there too. And I was. When he guided the group through the meditation, I saw my mother as a midwife who did not stop the bleeding. And everything became so clear to me. It was like a puzzle, piece of puzzle that I did not have before. The tension that I had with my mother, the relationship that I had with her, everything became so clear. And I understood, oh my God, now I know why. At that time, my mother was already in Alzheimer's unit, shortly after she passed away. So the only way for me to heal this was through self-forgiveness. I did a lot of processes on forgiving myself and for judgment, and forgiving my mother for not saving me that time.
So it sounds like forgiveness really helped healing in this life. Are there other ways that you can explore events in past lives that can provide that healing today?
Self-forgiveness is a key. There are definitely other ways, but first of all is awareness. We need to become aware that this possibility even exists. Or we need to pay attention to clues that happen in our lives. For example, some relationships, some tension like I had with my mother, or friendships that you cannot get rid of, or the uncle, or whatever relationship. You can look at the relationship that you want to heal, and no matter what you do, it doesn't happen. So that may be a clue. So I would say paying attention, listening to the voices inside, quieting your mind, journaling sometimes are very good ways to start exploring the possibility of past lives existing.
You've definitely given us a lot of things to think about. The book is Turning the Pages. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing your spiritual journey with us.
Thank you so much, and happy holidays.
Happy holidays.